Hello everybody, welcome back to Music Lessons 101. Today what I have for you is the continuation of the Johnny Smith method that I've been teaching. And so this is going to be the alteration of the major 6th chord. So definitely go back, review the first two lessons, or the previous two, okay, just to have that fresh in your mind. And this is kind of fun because you can kind of see where everything starts taking shape on this one. Okay, so we're just going to jump right into it. This is page 71 in the old book. I'm not too sure how the page numbers work out on the new edition that they have. So we're going to start off with the open forms. And basically, you know, we had three shapes. It says basic form 1, which was this one here. I'm going to do a C chord. So this shape here, okay, I'm just going to show you the root positions real quick just for the sake of memorization. This is position 1, okay? And then this was, or shape 1, and this is shape 2, and this is shape 3, okay? The flat 5 isn't going to use position 1 because there's no 5 in it, okay? So we're going to jump right off with the open forms and get those out of the way. So I'm going to kind of start off with the basic major 6th chord, then we're going to flat the 5 so you can kind of see what's going on with it, okay? So this right here, if I was to do shape 2, okay, if I slide this down, this is C, oops, if I slide it down, this is B, and this right here ends up being the B flat 6, and you can see we run out of space down here. So, you know, if I change the fingering around a little bit, it looks like this. Oops, let me do this first. That's kind of hard to see, but move that finger out of the way. Okay, so this is your 5 right here, okay? So this is going to be a B flat 6 flat 5, and there's your 5 right there. So now we're flatting that 5, okay? Kind of the key to this is you know, seeing the previous chords that you've learned, okay, and then just kind of flatting the individual notes, and that's where this course gets really interesting. This Johnny Smith technique. And I can tell you, like, I've been like really rusty because I've been so busy with other things. And you know, whenever I have those moments when I'm doing like a major remodel in real life or something, or you know, and I get away from guitar playing, I always come back to this book, you know, review my scales and stuff, and in a matter of weeks I'm up and running again. Okay, so that's your B flat 6 flat 5. Okay, then the next one that they have in here is the F6 flat 5. So again, let's go back to just a basic shape first, okay? This was shape 3. If I slide this down, okay, this is the G flat 6. Okay, this is F6 right here. Okay, and again, we run out of notes, but on this shape here, this is the 5, okay? So now if you take that off, okay, there's your F6 flat 5, okay? And now on to the closed forms. I'm going to use the C as an example. Here's remember we had this right here, shape 1, which we're not using, shape 2, shape 3. So on shape 2, your 5 is really easy to see because you just got a 5th right here. Okay, so there's your 5th. Just going to flat that. Okay, and then they also show a version where they do this. Because again, if this is your 5, there's the 5 down there. So you have two options there. This one. So that's your just C major 6, major 6 chord, okay? Flat 5, 6 flat 5, or okay, that's shape A. And then up here on your C, there's your 5 right there. See that? There it is, okay? So those are the closed forms. And then what it says here, it says, the basic resolution of a major 6 flat 5 chord is to a dominant 7th chord, 1/2 step lower. And then it shows an example of the B flat 6 flat 5 to an A7. So this is actually pretty easy to see. So if you have your B flat 6 flat 5, which was here, there's your A7th right there. Okay, see that? and then so it's going to resolve to that seventh a half step lower, and then it's going to resolve to an F minor. We'll talk about that in a second. So it says because of the modal quality of the 6th flat 5, the progression will resolve to a minor chord, as shown in the key signature. And basically, let me read this part here for you, then I'll explain it. So it says the following examples show the 6th flat 5 chord resolving 1/2 step lower to the closest root position, dominant 7th. The dominant 7th chords would then usually resolve to a 4 minor, and that is the 4 minor of the 7th chord. Okay, and this really confused me for like a really long time, especially when I've had this book for a long time, and I remember when I was younger, this part always confused me. But let me kind of explain that to you. I'll show you what's going on there. So we'll start here right off the bat on the first line on page 71. They're starting off with the C like we've done in all the other examples. We started on the C chord and went around the circle of fifths. This is going to do the same thing. So here's your. Okay, let me set you up first with your C shapes. Okay, this is C6 position 1, which we're probably not going to use. This was 2, this is 3, just so you have that fresh. Okay. Now we're going to go C. We're going to flat the 5 right there. Okay. So now it's going to resolve to the next 7th half step lower, which is going to be the B. Okay, B7. You can kind of see that's pretty easy to see. And then it's going to resolve to the 4 minor. So here's B, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is an E minor. So you end up with this. Okay, so that's the first example they show. I'll do that for you one more time. And they do, the other example they do is we could start up here. Okay, again, so here's your shape 3, C6 chord. Again, this is your 5. Okay, so we're just going to flat that. There it is. So that's what's cool with these shapes is you get so many chords out of them. So now we're going to go here. So you can see how that resolves. Again, here's your C6 flat 5. Here's your C. It's going to resolve to the next 7th chord a half step below. Okay. It's a dominant 7th half step below. So we're on C. Here's the dominant 7th half step below. Then to the 4 of B is E minor. See that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so. So now we're going to go around the circle of the fourths. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is F. The next shape is going to be F. So here's our F. Here's our F6 chords. Remember all this? This is shape 3. This is shape 1. This is shape 2. Okay, so now this is your 5 here. We're going to flat the 5. Okay, so we're going to go there. Now we need to go to an E7th. You're on F here. Okay. And then the 4 of E is an A minor. Okay, so that one's not too hard to do. So we got the next section of this is they're going to do it up higher. So here's our F up here. This is your F. Here's F6, your F major 6 chord, okay. Here's your 6 flat 5, so we got an E7. 4 of E is A minor. Okay. The other thing that's that's interesting about this is look at this. If you move this finger down, there's a diminished chord. It's really cool. Okay, so F6 flat 5 resolves to an E7th, which is a half step below the F, to a 4 minor of E. Okay. And once you kind of get these shapes, as I was saying, it's not that hard. And then it's, you know, all it takes is a pretty quick review just to refresh your mind if you get rusty on them. Okay, so now we're going to go to the B flat 6 flat 5, which we already did part of this on the first page here. Okay, here's your B flat 6 flat 5. Here's the there's the major 6, there's the flat 5. Okay, here's your B. Half step below B is A. Make that A dominant 7th. Okay, the 4 of A, the 4 minor of A is D minor. So you end up with this. Okay, and then up higher, here's your B6. Okay, there's your 5 right there. We're going to flat that. So here's B flat 6 flat 5 to the A7th to the B minor. Okay. Now, now we're going to go to the E flat 6 flat 5. Okay. Let's see where they're starting from on this one here. So now, here's your E flat right here. Okay, on your, again, I'll start off with the major 6. So here's your flat 5. Just move that third finger down. Now they're using the. Remember when we were doing this a few minutes ago? They had this where you the A. Do this one instead of playing these the A, the D, and the G, and the B string. You can omit the D and just do the high strings like that. So that's what they're doing in this one here. It's the alternate version or whatever they called it, A. Okay, so we got E flat. E flat 6 flat 5, and then here's your D7th, and you can see your G is right there. So that's pretty cool. And I'll do the alternate version, which is just the root here, the E flat root, and then these high. G, the B, and the E string. Okay, then here's 1, 2, 3, 4. The next one's going to be your A flat. So now we have A flat 6 flat 5. So they're starting with a shape 3. There's your 5. Okay, there's your flat, or there's your 5. There's your flat 5. Okay, so this should start getting easy for you now, because here's A flat 6 flat 5 to your G7th to your C minor. Okay, and then if we go up here, here's your A flat up here. To your D flat 6 flat 5, and let's see what they're doing that that alternate version again here. So it's either going to be let me back up and show you this. So hope what? I think that last chord may have been wrong. Let's find out here. So there's your D flat 6, major 6th chord. Here's your flat 5 right here. Okay, and then if we bar across with our first finger, and to take this off, we get these top notes. Okay. Okay, so there's my D flat right here. We're going to go down a half step. That's C7th. Okay. And then we're going to go to an F minor. Okay, so okay, and to play the that's the alternate version. I think that alternate version is pretty hard to play. At least it is on my guitar. My guitar still needs some work. I did the fret job on this myself, and I think I did okay for my first fret job, but this thing could be a little bit more user friendly. Okay, I need all the help I can get. That's for damn sure. Oh, for darn sure. Okay, so now, so we got the D flat 6. We need to go up and do the second part of this. So again, here's your D. Here's your D flat. Here's your 6th chord, major 6. Here's your 5. Right there, I'm going to flat that 5. Okay, that's great. This is a good exercise. I can already feel this like in my muscles up here in my wrist, in my forearm. Okay, so forging ahead, now we're on to G flat. Okay, again we were on D flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's G flat. Okay, so they're starting off just with our usual shape 3. Here's your flat 5. Okay, then we come up here to our G flat, G flat 6 5 is here. Okay. Now we're to the C flat 6 flat 5. Okay, here's C flat 6 major. Here's your flat 5 right there. Hopefully if you've gotten this far, you're starting to see the pattern. How it just kind of, now this one's going to be a little bit tricky because we need to go to an E flat minor, which is going to have to be up here. Or we could do it here. We could do it there if we wanted to. Let's do that again. So C flat 6 flat 5. Let's see how they do it here. So they've got okay, yeah, these notes are hard. Okay, they're doing this minor here. I mean, you could have gone to an E minor up here, or E flat minor there, or here. This is another Johnny Smith chord that I've had. I always have a hard time with this one here. Hopefully you have longer fingers than I do. It's easier higher up on the neck, like say if you get up here. But boy, when you're down here, this is quite the stretch. That's a handful for me. Okay, so then up here, here's your C flat. And I'll do it down here one more time. And hopefully you have this book. It'd be great. You know, you definitely should. You know, if you're interested, if you followed me along far along with this, you're a real diehard like me. But this stuff is fun, and this is a really great way to organize your chords, as I've said. And any advanced lessons you do, you're going to be so glad you did this because it just helps you with everything. But you should get this book if you can. I don't think it's all that expensive, but just a great way to organize yourself. Okay, so now we're on to your E flat or E6, E6 flat 5. Okay, so there it looks like they're starting up here with this. Which one are they doing here? Here's your E6 flat 5, or E major 6. Here's your flat 5. Okay, and then they're doing the A version again, which is this. Okay, let me do that for you one more time. So either it's this way, or you can just have the 3 high strings. Okay, and we're dropping to the 7th, a half step lower, which is E flat 7th. And the 4 of that is going to be the G sharp minor. Okay, and then E6 flat 5. We're going to go up here to the 12th fret. Okay, there's your major 6, there's your flat 5. It's fun, really cool chord progression. Okay, so now we're on to the A6. Okay, so here's major 6, here's your flat 5, G sharp 7, C sharp minor. Okay, and then up here, okay, we're on the A6, so here's A6 flat 5, A flat 7th, C sharp minor. Now we're going to go to the D6 flat 5. Hopefully you're seeing these shapes by now, or the pattern, I should say. Okay. And then up here, I'm going to go to this one. Oops. Oh, that's a D, that's a D6, not a D flat 6 flat. D flat 6 flat 5. This is a D6 flat 5, which is here. Hopefully that didn't confuse you just now. All right, one more to go. Okay, then we wind up on the G, because we've gone all around the circle of 4. So here's our G6 flat 5, F sharp 7th, B minor. Okay, and then we're going to go to G6 up here. Here's our G6 flat 5. And now on the book, they're using the version A, which is this. All right. So that's it, everybody. So that gets you through your flat five, your 6 flat 5 chords. Um, so we'll just stop right there. Thank you for sticking with me on this. Just practice those, and like I said, review the other ones. You'll be really glad that you did. And you know, we're going to continue on. The next course is going to be on the minor 6 chords, and those get to be really interesting too. So a lot of good things coming up with this if you stick with this course. Okay, so anyways, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe if you enjoyed this. We'd really appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you next on the next video. And thank you so much for hanging in there and watching these Johnny Smith videos. Like I said, they'll really pay off for you if you stick with it. Okay, catch you next time around folks. Bye-bye.